tough is the dilemma with them, whether you double Carmelo or whether you stay on the three-point shooters with that team?
Yeah, it's a little bit of combination of both. He could easily score 40, 50 points on you, get you in foul trouble. We've seen games where those guys make shots. We've seen games where Smith puts up double-digit three-point attempts. So sometimes the feel of the game if those guys are making shots and how we're defending one-on-one also.
Last time you guys were without Nick because of his sprained ankle, how nice would it be to have him back for this game?
It'd be even nicer if we had everybody, if Etwan was back too. I'd like that even more. But it'd be good. He can help us rebound, but last time they didn't have Chandler, so I'm quite sure Coach Wilson is glad that Chandler's back. So that's a part of this thing, and you play with who you got and do your best.
Last time they shot 17 three-pointers. How do you limit those and cut those down?
The interesting thing is, when you reflection of the game, all the shots didn't come from Carmelo's post-ups. There's shots in transition that were threes. There was dribble penetration that had nothing to do with Carmelo. There's a stretch of the game he's not even in the game, and they shoot and make 4 threes. So our ability to contain the basketball is crucial, as it is every single night. That's what makes you collapse your defense, react to penetration, and that's how you get threes.
We have to play with a better effort. I think, from the beginning to the end, they just kind of killed us for the most part. I mean, they did whatever they wanted to do. We weren't, was aggressive enough on the defensive end to make it tough on them, and they made a lot of shots.
What can you guys do to avoid that big run? Last couple games, the last game, you're up 2 the whole way, you led the whole way, and they put an 18-4 on you. The game's a game of runs.
Basketball is a game of runs. You just have to try to weather the storm when other team is making that run and, take their punch and deliver yours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think at times in the game we're not responding well to other teams' runs, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to figure it out. We have to, not rely on just one person. We have to do it together. The same way we got the lead is the way we'll get out of being down.
Carmelo Anthony shoulders a lot of that Knicks offense. Is he a player that just keeps getting better and better?
I think he's a player that no matter who he's playing against, you have to focus on him. No matter what team it is, he's the focal point. And in my eyes, he's gotten better. And it shows statistically. I mean, one guy can't do it himself, but the thing about Melo, he's one of the best scorers in the league, and he tries to do it. So we have to try to limit his touches and do some things defensively that will kind of make it tough on him. I mean, he's going to get his shots, and more than likely he's going to get his numbers. But if you make it tough on him, maybe he shoots a lower percentage.
Whether you double Melo or the three-point shooters, they present a tough challenge defensively for you.
Yeah, you just got to mix it up. I mean, it doesn't really change. He's an extremely versatile player, so just got to mix it up. Sometimes he may command attention. Sometimes you got to stay home and have some individual part.
How do you guys avoid the big run? I mean, I know the NBA is a game of runs, but it seems like that. The other night you got the lead the whole way, 18-4 put you behind. How do you avoid that?
Well, for one, when we're up, playing the style of basketball that will allow us to keep the lead. So sometimes we find ourselves just out there playing, versus playing to win, which is two totally separate things. So when we get up 12 or 14, we have to make it a lot tougher for teams to even get back in the game. So when they do have a run, if they have a run, it's just to even up the score, maybe not to put them in.
Facing a 6'8" guy who's a low 240 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a challenge. This guy can score as great as anybody in the NBA, but I think tonight's a good challenge for me to go out there and test my game, and then at the same time for us to go on with a good game plan for us to win this game. So I think that's the most important thing.
Key being able to guard him one-on-one so that you don't have to leave the three-point shooters against them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a key. I mean, they're a team that can get really hot. I mean, last time they played us, they got a lot of 3 balls. But for us, it's just containing him and then making his shots tough.